Hi, this is Cynthia Ortiz. These are the Charles Perry Stalker podcast. It's 24th of March, 2023. And everything just got even weirder than it already was.
Turned it off. Mr. Perry's hacking my phone, so I'm having
I'll do the disclaimer, use allegedly.
Okay, Mr. Perry's hacking my phone like a motherfucker tonight, typing threats in it, and tampered with this as evidence for his criminal case. Our guys get it. And as you can see, he just turned it off, and this one, he just shut it off in the middle of it, so I had to do two. So now I'm having to record it all again in one. So everybody know for the record, you can see the hacking tonight. He's not even scared of getting caught anymore. He's that wacky. So, like I said, this was supposed to be one. Mr. Perry shut it off, just like you just saw him stop it from playing. So, it's two. We're calling this tampered with evidence. This is evidence for his criminal trial. He is not to be in my phone. It is a felony crime to hack somebody's phone or clone somebody's phone. And he's not even hiding it now. He doesn't even care if you know. So, this is now tampering. He likes tampering with evidence. He'll destroy evidence, like he did for both Mike and I. He will, that's an act showing consciousness of guilt. Tampered with evidence is evidence in and of itself, Mr. Perry. You're a genius, you know that? So, he got caught, and now he's not even hiding it. So, we'll try this again.
At work tonight, and then a wedding, from what I understand. If he's allegedly applied the
I'm trying to start it over.
Work tonight, and then a wedding, from what I understand. Do the disclaimer, use allegedly, apply the but-for. Wait, use allegedly. Nobody's been found guilty in a court of law yet. Apparently, I was supposed to be arrested at work tonight, and then a wedding, from what I understand. If it doesn't get any more weird than that. This is what I'm subjected to on a daily basis. Go to work. You're gonna go to jail. Who's telling on me? Is it your family? Is it your mom? Is it Jim? Is it your sister? You're gonna marry me. You're gonna call me. I'm here. It's like, oh my god. Okay, so here's the disclaimer. I'm gonna scroll through it like that. Use allegedly, apply the but-for legal standard, the proximate cause, legal standard, and I assert all constitutional rights, especially but not limited to equal protection. What does that say? 14th Amendment guarantees me the right that I should not be deprived of or denied, equal protection of the laws that would prohibit Mr. Perry from voyeurism. He's a little peeping Tom, and, doesn't have a real love life or anything. He's just sitting there watching TV with his blow-up doll. And apparently told all his buddies, Jim McGill, every fucking day, the man asked me if you're a leak. So I don't know what you're saying, but I'm going to tell you this. Every time someone says something reasonable and logical that just makes sense, like normal people should just know this, Perry thinks that guy's a leak. So I'm not told who leaks are. I don't even care. He asks me every day, and he's done this for years. 4 years, literally. Is it this guy? Is it David telling Russia? Is it Peru? Is it LAPD? Is it New York PD? And I'm like, I'm not, first of all, I'm not going to help you with any information that I already have. We all want for you to be gone, Creepy Chucky. We're sick of this. You have drugged me through hell. I've lost everything I have. You've blown up every relationship I have. There is nothing to like. That is not romantic. It is not cool. It is not hot and sexy. It is abuse, severe psychological abuse, to ruin people's relationships, to cut people off from their loved ones, and to ask their loved ones to help you. Severe psychological abuse. It is sick and twisted to put somebody through that. It is a type of torture. We have a shrink that's been through all this, and by the way, she said a long time ago, he's got a degenerative aging disease and he won't pass cognitive reasoning tests. That I give my first grade patients, he won't do it, he can't do it. Something's wrong with him. Like bad, well, Alzheimer's, senile dementia, something. So then we find out he's got Huntington's disease. Well, sure shit, that causes delusion, psychosis, paranoid hallucinations. The man sees things that aren't real. It's not there. And impaired cognitive reasoning. Can't fucking think past tying a shoe. So anybody that says anything at all that sounds reasonable or logical, he thinks you're a leak. Ruben and James are a leak. Well, why would you think that? First of all, I don't know who that is. I think maybe they don't tell me a lot, and they do that on purpose. There's a reason for it. Everything is done very methodically, very strategically to catch the bad guy. So I don't have to live like this anymore. You won't stop on your own. They're about to do it for you. I said no. I moved twice to get away from you and have no conflict and nothing. No contact. Gone. You're gone. No more dealing with this crap. I'm not your family. I'm not your friend. I can't stand you. You're nasty. You're gross. You repulse me. Guys like you repulse even prisoners. So, I don't know how many different ways I can say the same thing. It's just repeat for you. Everybody's got to spend a hell of a lot of time that we don't have because we have a regular schedule full of regular people stuff you do. Work, school, family, friends. And you bother us, and you take time. We got to drop everything we're doing in our schedule because you don't have one. Your schedule is, I'm going to sit around on my fat lazy ass and pervert around all day and be as weirdo and creepy as possible and sit around and plan how to ruin somebody's life that finds out about it, about my strange old problem. You had it all your life. We're all sick of having to deal with it. You're imposing something on us you don't have the right to impose. There's laws, Mr. Conspieler, in the state of Oklahoma. I've been here 9 years, sir. Not one time have y'all used these laws, applied them equally to protect me. Thank God there's cops from somewhere else helping my ass, or I'd be dead. I'd be fucking dead. Tonight, though, Mr. Perry told on himself. Sometimes he does. Go to work, and you're gonna get married. I'm here, call me. You're gonna go to jail, then we're gonna get married, call me. Oh my God. No. I didn't go to work, needless to say. Why? That costs me money every time I'm gonna plan to go to work and I can't go to work because you're gonna hurt me. I'm gonna take your car. I'm gonna take your driver's license. I'm gonna steal, vandalize, ruin, cause a problem, deprive you of your liberty, because I want to put you in a room, make you sign an affidavit and a letter of apology I wrote. My words, not yours. Coerce, force, intimidate, coerce. I'm powerful. I can have you false arrested and force you to sign a piece of paper you don't want to sign. And then we're going to do this wedding thing because I forged your name on a license and everybody's questioning the forgery. I need pictures. Pose. Then I'm going to deliver you to the fucking realtor in Houston I sold you to. I need my money. That's what this is about. And all of that, it flies up in my face every time I just want to go to work. I'm a fucking victim of crime every time I just walk into work or want to go to work, and that costs me money. And then when I don't have money, you're interfering with commerce with intent to coerce. What day are they going to arrest you? Because you're the one committing the crime, not me. And you know that. Everyone knows that. You think people also have Huntington's or some kind of depravity of mind, and they don't. And you're making everybody wildly uncomfortable with yours. You are insane. Your wife, Jacqueline, she's fucking gonna go to jail with you if she doesn't get a handle on this and your medical care. Because you can't take care of yourself if you're trying to do that. You got something bad wrong with you. It's depravity. It's sick. It's twisted. And you don't have the right to bother me with it. I moved twice, did not have a fight with you. Did not have any contact with you. 11 times I've gone into a court of law and said, get the fucker off me. I want an order from a judge that says you may not contact her again. Not ever. You leave that girl alone. And 11 times, 10 times, you bought your way out. You sad, pathetic fuck. You are awful. You're awful. Your guys, your friends, your attorneys had a meeting with you more than once. You sit there like some fucking idiot and tell them with a straight face, I think she has feelings for me. I can be the bait. And they're telling you, no, she doesn't. Oh, she stares at me. No. You put a camera in her television. She's just trying to fucking watch TV. So she's watching the TV, she can't see you. You're seeing her, she can't see you. You know how creepy that is? That is fucked up creepy. Sometimes I cover all of that shit. Anything and everything I think there might be a camera in, I'll cover it up. But you know what? Sometimes you just want to be able to fucking watch TV in your house, and you should be able to. You have the reasonable expectation of privacy in your own home or a hotel room. Right? Like, who the fuck do you think you are? You guys get caught when you started doing it to me. But again, sometimes Princess Cuckoo Bird tells on y'all. Type it in my phone all fucking night. Threaten. I'm gonna put you in jail. Go to work. Then there's gonna be a wedding. You're gonna sign my paper. I'm gonna take your driver's license. I'm gonna take your car. Who's telling on me? Is it your family? I told you to stay the fuck away from my family, didn't I? Second of all, no one cares who the leaks are. We're all just really tired of this. And you don't get to know that. I don't even know that. You're dangerous. You're a sick, twisted little fuck. So, this has been... I am trying to do fucking homework tonight. I'm in college, sir. I have a schedule with normal activities on my schedule. Why don't you? Why don't you have something to do, Mr. Powerful Money Guy? You know, if you have power and money, then go fucking find a date with a woman that actually likes you. On the trafficking, you're caught. Do you not know that? We've talked about it over and over and over. It's a very serious life sentence. Realtor guy in Houston, life fucking sentence you're gonna get. It's illegal to sell people. We're not commodities. That's how I've been treated, like I'm a fucking commodity, a piece of furniture. You've taken everything I own, Lucius, Calvin, Geppetto, David. You have your little meeting. We're going to take everything she owns. We'll make her life really, 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 really bad. And then we'll make her take the yellow brick road. Here's your house in Houston. Here, you have to sign this letter, a lie. Sign the lie. And we'll ruin you. Or else. It's called coercion. Another crime. That's another crime. But see, I found out, this ought to make you shit yourselves. I found out about the trafficking and who you trafficked me to before you did it. Any other victim have that? Name one victim that knows you sold them. A person. Slavery ended at the Civil War, Lubbock. We saw the video of Texas Tech and everybody, you know, the man on the street, and she's asking him about questions about the Civil War and nobody fucking knew what the hell it was. How embarrassing. What, do you live in Stupidville or something? The Civil War ended slavery. Gender discrimination is illegal. You heard of the EEOC? And it's immoral. It's weird. It's behind... You're fucking Neanderthals. Any other victim, name one. Name one fucking victim that knew they were trafficked before you actually did it. And to who? You gotta take everything I own. And you know, I didn't shed a tear. Not one tear. I don't care. On to the next thing. We're gonna slay this fucking dragon if it fucking kills me, and it might. And we're gonna get Michael Neely out of jail and vindicated. And that's what we're gonna do. And you wanna destroy me, and you wanna ruin me, and you wanna show your guilt doing shit like that? Be my guest. But there's not gonna be a wedding, princess. Do you understand me? You're sicko. You are fucked up sicko. All the stuff that you've tried to do to me, when you do it to me, you get caught, dumbass. It's been that way every day for 7 years. What does the McNamara email mean? Do you even know how to read anymore? I don't think you do. You know, we gotta make her look crazy. They did that. When they did the first false arrest, which we went over at length last night, Mr. Consueler, listen to me very carefully. The equal protection clause right here, you should have arrested him for destroying evidence, obstructing justice, attempted murder, assault, and battery. And we're very disappointed in y'all that you didn't. Because there wouldn't be a dead Lucky and an almost dead framed Mike right now. There's 2 families with no dad because you didn't do your job. Forget my stuff. Forget my shit. You know why I don't cry? Because when you guys take that stuff and you ruin my car, you take my car, you call Mo, we called Brandon up at the Flying J because we're all sitting here watching her. We're a bunch of peeping toms. And she's gonna need a shower. So we told them to get the car while she's in the shower. We got that the day before. Then I didn't take the shower on the 18th of January. I waited a day because I didn't want to lose my car. And I went up on the 19th and you did it anyway from the Flying J. It's not like you went somewhere else. You went there. We already documented it. I mean, you guys are something. It's so easy, it's not even fair. Name one other victim that can do this. What we do. I have help. There's no fucking way I could do this by myself. There's no way. I don't have the resources. You took everything I owned. But one thing that keeps me from crying and being upset, but I'll get pissed and I'll fucking rant like a motherfucker. But what makes me not cry is Mike Neely and the Miller family. Because however bad it is for me, it's a hell of a lot worse for them. And that's what keeps me going and focused on what's the next step. What do I still have? I'm going to be thankful for whatever I have. Whatever it is. If it's one sock I got left, I'm thankful for the one fucking sock I got left. And what's the next step in the process? Because we're going to put a stop to this. That's all there is to it. You don't have to tolerate this in a civilized society, and we don't. Not in this country. Move to fucking Iraq if you like to live like that. So you want to traffic me. You forged a marriage license and a power of attorney so you could get my private information you're not entitled to have. And violate my privacy and to begin to erode my finances. And to talk to people I know that you shouldn't know, like my family, people I work with, people I do business with, and get information from my car guy and a key. That's why you did that. Lucky told me. We talked about it when he came to see me at work. Lucky, by the way, walks into a strip club to talk to me instead of driving 2 minutes to the fucking hotel I was staying at, right down the street from the police department. Very, 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 very professional. Almost cold. As he spoke to me, there was no lap dances, there was nothing. It was a very professional cop-victim conversation. And then I had to go on stage. I didn't even get to finish. And Mike comes back from the bathroom and they leave. I don't know why they left. I was going to follow up on the conversation, but I felt like if he drove all the way to my work, is that where you wanted me arrested tonight, Mr. Perry? You're going to threaten me with that again? You've threatened me with that every day since you did the first one. That's what the harassment email's about. We're going to send her home, harass the fuck out of her, and then when she complains about it, we'll say she's harassing us. We'll lie. Again. Okay, so I'm thinking, why is he driving all the fucking an hour to my fucking work instead of 2 seconds down the road to my hotel? Something's wrong. So let's just leave it and let it lie. I'm going to let it lie right now. Calling them on the vandalism took me like an hour. I usually make a decision, boom, I make the decision, I go. First I'll get all the information. I'm going to get all the information I can get. Then I'm going to make the decision that I'm going to go. That's it. I don't change my mind. I don't worry. I don't ask anybody's approval. If you have to ask everybody's approval, you're not a leader, you're a follower. And I don't do that. That's not my thing. I own my own businesses. I lead. I'm the firstborn in my family. I lead. That's kind of what firstborns do. So, I make a decision, I go. That one was the one and only decision I could think of that I've had to make in a really long time, that I went back and forth on, and it took me a while. It took me like an hour, and I said, okay, let's call. No, I'm not going to call. Okay, wait, I'm going to call. Because Laura, the maid, had powder all over the room. She just showed me. And so we were going back and forth on whether or not she should go ahead and clean it. I went ahead and took pictures of it. And I'm like, I'm going to call. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Finally, I decided to go ahead and call it in. There's 20 things she did to my car that we all know about, you did, that I didn't call in. And I finally am like, Officer Gibson, if this is the stalker, we're in court right now. I need to go ask again for a protective order. I've already asked once in this lawsuit. There was supposed to be a hearing 14 days later, and oddly enough, again, we have no hearing. Time and time again, when Charles Perry's involved in a court case, there should be by law a hearing, or the judge schedules one, and all of a sudden, everything's just dismissed and there's no hearing, like with Lady Godiva's. Mr. Goodwin, you want to file XYZ? Yes, okay. Ms. Ortiz, would you like me to enter what you have here as a response, or would you like to wait till he files his deal and then you respond to what he files? And I said, I'd like to wait. Okay, nix the thing I filed today. Let's wait till he files his deal. Then I'll respond to that. I don't know what he's going to say. I got to see it. And all of a sudden the whole thing's dismissed and there's no filing of anything or hearing. There's nothing. The same thing happened to my, when you had me kicked out of my house the first time. There was a moratorium for COVID, but we had an issue about the protected address that was supposed to go before the court. You had him dismiss it before we could get that heard, because you don't want that heard. You needed public record of where I lived to get around the protected address. You know what the protected address is for? To keep you from finding out where we live, stalking victims. So I assert my equal rights. Mr. Kunz-Wheeler, I'm sorry, I'm so fucking trying to say your name right. Kunz-Wheeler, Weiler. I don't know how to say it, I'm sorry. And I'm upset right now, because I've been threatened all night with, you're gonna go to work, you're gonna get arrested, then there's gonna be a wedding, and you're gonna sign a piece of paper you don't want to sign, and then we're taking you to Houston. And then you're gonna suck some dicks of my buddies, and you're gonna get tortured for about a week, and then we'll kill you. Meantime, we've got your signed piece of paper here that says you lied, and then I could go around and tell everybody, well, she lied and then she felt bad about it and killed herself. Right? Isn't that your plan? You think we don't know? Any other victim know before you do it? Why is it different when you do it to me? See, we already know all this. We've already talked about it, Mr. Perry, over and over. And did you tell my family you're going to murder me? Did you tell them that? You want their cooperation with your whole little kidnapping thing here and murder. Does the Houston guy that's about to pay a shit ton of money to you for me, does he know you're going to murder me? Or is he in on that too? Do you understand? We already know. You're already caught. No other victim has that kind of information before you do it. It's different when you do it to me, but it's the same every time you do it. Kunz-Wheeler, you gotta enforce the law in the place where you live. You gotta do it. My guys have a huge case. Lots and lots of victims, lots and lots of people who are offenders. Why can't you just do the one in where you live? What's so hard that you're just having such a hell of a time prosecuting the crime in your own jurisdiction with one? You got 5 guys. Well, you got Charles, Dave, Josh, Joe, Matt, and you got some of those people are involved in parts of it. Conspiracy to commit any crime. That's a crime, is it not? Please tell me you're not on the payroll. I mean, get to work. How come you don't know what we know? And if you know what we know and you're not doing anything about it, Lucky's blood is on your hands. I'm sorry, it is. It just is. You have shown depraved indifference to human life. People in law enforcement sat there and watched me sleep in my car. Some of them got very upset by that. Very, very upset. That's not how we treat people. I'm having a hard time watching this. And my hands are tied to do anything. And why would you put a cop through that? Why would you put any cop through that? Why would you put any person through that? Again, it's psychological torture. It's not cool. We don't do that here. So, if you don't want to do it, Mr. Constable, please remember I've told you. They're going to do it. The guys that told me all this, that I found out, I know. They got that information somehow. They got that information from Perry. It went to them, and now I have it. And I'm the only victim that does before. So why are you having such a hard time applying equal protection to protect me from a bitch who is psychopath and kills people and doesn't think twice about it? Killed a cop, didn't think twice about it. I'm horrified. Other cops are horrified, and you're just sitting there in your desk doing nothing? We don't get that. We don't understand. What I said is, if you're a police officer, if you're a DA, if you're a judge, you better fucking know what I know. Because it's going to come out in another courtroom down the road here real soon. And then everybody's going to want to know, why the fuck didn't you know that? It's your job to know that. And why didn't you do something about it? It happened in Tulsa. That's where you are. That's your jurisdiction. Why'd you let that go? You got, I don't know who the fuck Lucius is or Calvin is. I'll tell you one thing. We have not heard enough about how hated Calvin is. One hated fucking bitch. And we've been told that one is behind a lot of the crap they're doing to Cynthia. Mr. Perry, I need you to understand, I don't care what you think, and I will never help you. Now he's typing on my phone. Is Calvin a leak? Wow, really? He just asked me that. Are you shitting me with that? What did I just say? What do I say every day? I'm not told who the leaks are. I don't care. Get the fuck out of my phone. Do not contact me again. I fucking hate it. We found out you have Huntington's disease because every time you contact me, we get intel like that. We're busy. We're working. While you sit on your fat, lazy ass and make problems and creep everybody out, we're working. Why don't you have a schedule with activities? You know, go get your painting class or something. I don't know what people do have Alzheimer's in the nursing home, but you need something. Where's Jackie when you would sit around and do all this? What lie do you tell her? What lie are you telling Judge Parker? What does she think you do all day in Tulsa? I'm here, call me. Does she know you do that shit in my phone type thing? I'm gonna have you arrested again, and then we're gonna get married, and you're gonna sign my paper. Yeah, I'm gonna take your driver's license. Threaten. I said no. Now you're just committing a crime. Now you're coercing. You're just coercing. So, when you do the crime to me, we find out a lot of details. They're very specific. They're very detailed information about your criminal activity. And no other victim has that. And you act like you don't know what that means. You act like you have no fucking idea what the hell that means. I don't think you do. I really don't. I think you better be glad I said no. Because I'd have you fucking in the funny farm like that. If I have a wedding piece of paper that says I'm your wife, you're in a nursing home in 24 hours. And you're not getting out. And that's all there is to it. And you could try to poison me, and you could try to make me suck people's dicks, and it's gonna be not what you think. Nothing is gonna happen like what you think. And I'm not signing your fucking affidavit. And I'm not signing your lie. Shove it up your ass. And don't ask me again. And don't demand of me again. And don't try to coerce me again. Shove that fucking paper up your ass. Do you understand me? I get a piece of paper that says I'm your wife, you're in a nursing home in 24 hours, and you will not get out. You don't bother me the fuck again with your wedding bullshit. You forged a piece of paper. You signed my name to something so you could get access to information you don't have the legal right to. And now you need a photo so it doesn't look like it was a You're arrested. And then sign the papers. And the question isn't, what is she gonna do? Maybe the question should be for you. What are the guys that give her all that information? What are they gonna do? That's the one you need to worry about, not me. All I'm doing is passing on information. They're getting the information. They're deciding when and what and who goes out and who it goes to. They're developing relationships with your leaks or getting an order, court order, to tap your phone or something. So, I don't think it's me you need to worry about what I'm going to do next. I'm not going to change my mind, and how cuckoo that you think I would. You guys are just, none of you are all there, are you? So, I have, this has been quite a night. The attorneys have been told, not that that means anything, they're not all there either. They act like, what's that mean? I don't know what that means. I just ignore it. Okay, well, if they arrest you for conspiracy, good luck to you on that. So we have this, this is what I've been through all night while I'm trying to fucking get my homework done. And I missed a night of work. And, my homework should have taken about 30 minutes. And then there was it should have taken about 30 minutes that I could go to work. Yep, that didn't happen. I didn't go to work. When I don't go to work, I don't make money and I can't pay my bills. So you're interfering with commerce and contracts with intent to coerce. Go to work, I'm going to have you arrested. And then we're going to have a wedding. Because I need pictures to pull with the forgery. And then we're going to sit you in a room and you're going to sign the paper, my affidavit, my lie. And then we're going to take you to Houston and I have to get my money, my trafficking money. We're going to Papa John's you. And then we're going to kill you after you suck everybody's dick. And then we're going to say that you felt bad about lying and you were depressed and you committed suicide. Is it your mom telling on me? Is it Jim? I gotta deal with that kind of shit all day long. It's not normal. The bitch took every fucking thing I have and thinking I'd call him. I'm here, call me. And I'm just like, oh my God. And Calvin tells everybody who will listen, we just ain't made it bad enough yet for her to leave. If we make it bad enough, she'll leave Oklahoma. Right? Don't you say that? Are you the one that talks like that? Which one of you talks like that? Like, who the fuck talks like that? Talk right. Rick Perry, is he a leak? Have you told him what you're doing? I'm not told who your leaks are. But here's the thing, if you go around telling everybody the horrible things you're gonna do to me, you're asking for leaks. People are very, very uncomfortable with what you're doing. So, Rick, okay, but he had a little bit of the accent of the hillbilly, and that did not help him. You got people in the whole rest of the country don't care for that. So, I'm one of them. I don't care for that. Please, since I have to listen to you guys talk, so to save my life so I end up dead somewhere in Houston, what are you gonna Whitney Houston me? Put me in a bathtub with a fucking God only knows what kind of drug, opioids or something. Come on with that. You really think you could get away with murdering me at this point? You're not all there. Criminals are stupid or they wouldn't be criminals. So, everybody's tired of this, trolls. Your gig's up. You're caught, bitch. I did that. Don't forget who you're talking to when you threaten. And that's all you do all day, sit around and threaten and bother and threaten and bother, threaten and bother. And you're caught. Now, I'm done with this for tonight, and hopefully this will be my last need for a podcast. Coons Wheeler, do your fucking job. I don't know what else to tell you. You're making people mad too. Equal protection. You're making people just furious with you. I think we have a reasonable expectation that the laws are going to be enforced to protect citizens. And that would include cops that might end up dead because you didn't do your job. I don't know who these people are. If you're scared of them, I'll come into your office and we'll talk. I've been living 9 years with this. I get it. It's scary. Okay, but I found a way to deal with it. I got help. So, you want me to come into your office and we'll figure out a plan so they're all in jail and the good people are out and the bad people are gone. Then let's figure out a plan. But you get on the ball. Because I'm not kidding you, people are getting irritated. everybody's irritated at all of it. All of this. And Perry, you're caught. You are caught. Mark, I'm ready to sign whatever fucking piece of paper I can sign so he gets in the nut house. And if that's not going to happen, then I want that thing dissolved and half of what he owns. Half of everything he owns. And whatever forged marriage license, dissolve it. You don't have a choice. I didn't sign it. I didn't agree to that. It's weirdo. You guys are all weirdos. We call you the Mensa Queen Weirdo Club. Creepster. You know, we got all kinds of names for you. It's Creepster. Charles, when you contact me, we find out all this stuff before you do it. Even when you're not telling on yourself, which you did tonight all night long. I said no to you. I'm not going to change my mind. Geppetto's wiki has never worked. It's not going to work. Get a life. You got money and power. Go buy yourself a girlfriend and leave me the fuck alone. You sit there and you watch TV all day and you pretend. And this thing where, your people, your Jim and Mark and whoever, David, you all have your little meeting and you sit there and go, oh, she has feelings for me, so I can be the bait. She's staring at me and they're like, no, you put a camera in her TV, which is illegal. You can see her, but she's watching TV. All she sees is TV. Anybody in their own home ought to be able to watch TV without being a victim of crime. Don't you think? And see if that's a hint. That's what he does. I'll talk about something. I'm watching Blue Bloods. So he's like, is it NYPD? Is that a hint? Oh my God, wow. Well, if that's who you think it is, call him and tell him to stop stopping your crime. And then hold your breath. Okay, weirdo? I mean, don't bother me with this shit. Your problems and your drama. Don't. Every time you do, you get caught. You don't have any of the victim that found out all this crap before you did it. Very specific, very detailed crap. And the thing is, if our guys aren't getting it from you, they don't need your permission, they get it. And then they give it to everybody and they need to know. Then what day will they use it to get a warrant? And you're the one in jail, finally. And we don't have to be bothered by you anymore. Nobody invited you here. Nobody cares what you think. You weren't asked. You were told, fuck off. Weren't ya? I'm not going to lie for you. I'm saying no to the lie. I'm saying no to a wedding. I'm saying if you want to insist that we're married, I'm putting you in a nursing home or the funny farm or somewhere where you can't bother anybody anymore until they do whatever rest they're doing. Got it? You asked for it. You want to play that game? We'll play it. I'm not signing a lie for you. And everybody now knows you're caught. Okay? Because I'm talking about it. We have been talking about it. We've already said it over and over and over and over. We only need one. We don't have Alzheimer's. You only say it once for us. And we got you. That's it. That's all we need. We can show malicious forethought. We can show premeditation with one conversation. One. So when you give us like 100, we're like, oh my God. Criminals are stupid. There's my disclaimer with the whole equal protection, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Look at this. We want to get her to Texas where we can do more to her. Go to Pensacola, Mike. It'll be fun. Yeah, we all trust you now. Okay, here's the whole, driver's license. I'm going to take her driver's license. I'm going to have her pulled over. Get Rogers County to pull her over. We want her arrested at work. Blah, you're caught. We only need one. We don't have Alzheimer's. When you say it one time, we remember. And then when you say or do the same thing twice, we can spot a pattern. The second time you do it, doesn't take 10 years like it does y'all. When you fuck with me, you get caught. And it's different than with your other victims because you got a lot of victims. But it's the same every time you do it to me. And y'all always forget who it is you're dealing with and who you're talking to. Mark, get the papers ready. If I'm going to have to, Perry's going to go around getting information about me illegally, telling everybody she's my wife, see my marriage license. And people are like, where's the pictures of the wedding? Gonna have to have a false arrested again to get that. You know that's the only... there's not going to be wedding pictures, dumbass. There's not going to be anything like that. Delusional? So, if he's going to do that, then I'm going to sign him into the funny farm. He needs medical care. If Jackie won't do it, let's get it done some way. However we need to do it. Or dissolve the fucking thing, and I want half of everything he owns. Just like that. Alright? Now, I got shit to do. These are all the bazillions of, pull her over. These are even more than we already had. Pull her over, cops. Pull her over, cops. Every call, pull her over. And here's the thing, the U.S. attorney, he wants her false arrested. The cops told me he's just trying to find a way to arrest you because they want to smear you because you caught him stalking. That went to the U.S. attorney in 2015. Everybody, it's not like you have some big secret. Everybody knows what you are. You're a cuckoo bird. I think that there will be massive celebrations when you're gone finally. You guys don't get it, how sick and tired of this everybody is. You're not getting that. It's really, I don't even know what to say to that. I really, I don't know what to say. Pull her over, get her driver's license, pull her over, get her driver's license, pull her over, get her driver's license. Going way back. Years, what's this, 2017. Dear Jesus. Yeah, and you want everybody to believe you're not cuckoo bird, huh? Oh, well, did you see how he did that? You want people to believe you're not cuckoo bird? Not gonna happen when you just did that. Now you're having the same conversation over and over and over and over and over and over. One time. That's all we need to prove our case, sir. Mark, get your client out of my phone. Hacking and cloning, it's illegal. He doesn't have my consent to peep, or hack, or stalk, or talk to my family, or go around signing documents on my behalf, or getting any information using a forgery. Get him in line. Get him in line. You don't have a choice, Mark. As much as we quote y'all, we don't understand why you think you do. Leave everybody alone. Charles, I don't care what you think. I don't care. Nobody asked you, and nobody understands why you think I do. I'm never going to help you. The guys will be in touch with you. If you really want help, they will help you. It's getting to where they can't do a whole lot right now, because you keep doing more and more and more crime. It's piling up. There's not a whole lot they can do for you now, but they're not doing shit for you until you get the fuck out of my life and they never hear from you again. And that's it. Now, you want to keep trying to coerce me and intimidate and